Hello, hello, hello. We're back at it again with another Marvel Snap video. And today we are trying our hands at another Kazoo deck, but this time with a few additions from Pool 2. So if anyone remembers from one of my previous videos, Kazaa is an old archetype from Pool 1, but we are going here with a few extra added cards to maybe help with your climb once you get into Pool 2, Pool 3. So if you've seen the other video, you'll know most of the cards here. So I'm not going to go for an overview of every card, but I'm just going to overview of the new cards and what they do. So Agent 13, another 1-drop, that will add another card to your hand. This can be just nice, just to add extra resources to your hand, and just be able to play extra stuff if you don't draw what you want early on in the game. Got Iceman as well in here. Iceman, very good card, not just for Kazaa decks, which is a 1-drop, but just in general, making one of your cards in your opponent's hand cost more is a very powerful thing to do because it's going to disrupt them and disrupt plays. What, again, happens in this deck, you're going to be disrupting people when you play this card and slowing them down so they can't play cards they want to play as quickly as possible. Other cards that were added in as well is this card right here. So with this card right here, it just buffs stuff in your deck. Pretty good card. It's not a standout or anything, at least at the moment, but it's just nice to have. It's better than anything else that was really in the deck itself, and honestly it's pretty nice. You're still going to probably play Angela mostly if you can, but this card is still very good. It's still very powerful, and I just want to make sure I hit them all. So yeah, that's all the Pool 2 cards that are in this Kazaa deck, Kazoo. If you want, you can just call it a Blue Marvel deck, because Blue Marvel Kazaa do just similar things. But just in case anyone doesn't know, pretty much you drop Kazaa, you drop Blue Marvel, you drop Onslaught, all in the same lane, and it buffs everything else up by a lot to win you the game. So without further ado, let's get into the games. Okay, so not a bad opening hand. So we're not going to play anything in the left lane because we don't want our stuff to get swapped. Maybe after turn 3 we might. But we're just going to start playing a Nightcrawler, as they're not going to know really what to do with Nightcrawler as it can move around. So, yeah, they've also played a Nightcrawler. Doesn't shock me. I'm going to play this card here. I would normally play Angela, but I don't really have anything guaranteed to follow up much of Angela. Like, I have Ant-Man, of course, but I'd love to have another 1-drop to follow up. So, here we go. Now, this is nice in the buff on Iceman as well. So we can Iceman here into Ant-Man. So, I don't know about you guys, but when playing a certain deck like this, I prefer not to have 2 1-drops on a location if I can. Now, of course, sometimes you can't help it and you're going to need those 2 1-drops. But just before the fact, if when I can draw Kazaa, what will hopefully be next turn, hopefully this turn I can draw Kazaa. What I did not, what's very unfortunate. As I was going to say, it gets more buffs off the Kazaa. So what we're going to do here is play Angela in the Korg, just to kind of contest in the right lane a little bit. Now, we're really hoping now for either Kazaa or Blue Marvel next turn. Preferably now Blue Marvel, because Blue Marvel is a 5-power card. To then drop Onslaught on that, to get those double buffs. Okay, very, very poor draws here. So we're just going to drop an Agent 13 into the right lane, and most likely just going to drop Onslaught also into right lane. We got Blue Marvel. So, nothing here is an ongoing effect. So, what's worth it more here is that the +1 to everything else, that gives this location... So, I don't think he ever wins middle. So, 4, 8... 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. It's equal each way, because it is buff to Blue Marvel. So, honestly, you just... Oh, we can't play Blue Marvel there. So, we just play Blue Marvel now. Yeah, that makes it the right play then. So Blue Marvel into left lane to buff all the other lanes up. And you can see the opponent's retreated. So I didn't even read the location there on the right that we couldn't play those big cards. I read it earlier because I'm like, I'm not going to play like Kazoo, Blue Marble, Onslaught there. But I kind of forgot because we didn't have any of the cards. Anyway, good way to start off with a win. Oh, okay, that's a very good opening hand. Honestly, not complaining about no cards are revealed this turn. That just means next turn we can slam down Korg Ant-Man. He's not going to know we played Nightcrawler there. Just got to kind of hope he hasn't played Electra there. Electra's really the main thing that'll suck. Hey, awesome. So Iceman, the Korg. So the reason I played Iceman before Ant-Man is just because I want the ability from Iceman to go off quickly and more earlier rather than later. Because Ant-Man's an ongoing effect. It'll happen no matter what once I play him there. But yeah, we really just want our main effect. Oh, that's really gross. We don't like that. That could really affect us. Because we might end up losing. Because we're going to have to play Kazoo anyway. We have to play Kazoo into middle. Hopefully... Is it even worth it? No, it's not even worth it. So we'll just end up losing to Kazoo anyway. So what we'll probably just do here is we just pass this turn. So unfortunately for us, we're not going to get the massive power spike now unless something happens and gives us an extra turn. So we'll play Blue Marvel now into middle. So now Blue Marvel will give us the buffs to the left lane. So the thing is now, do we all out smash into left and middle with the Onslaught plus Blue Marvel? I think we do. So we're going to keep all the power we can there because he might try and fight that. He could go for right lane thinking that we'll also go for right lane. So I'm going to drop the Onslaught here into middle. For the main reason because it's going to give us the most power. Onslaught himself is 7. Plus it's going to get buffed by Blue Marvel twice. Everything in this lane over here will also get buffed by Blue Marvel twice now. So it's all going to get an extra +1 to everything there. Yeah, but really unfortunate we got this location and he dropped Swordmaster there. So hopefully he does push for right lane, and he has pushed for right lane. So yeah, I honestly thought he would push right lane. Just for the mere fact that like there was nothing there, it was drawn. And he was winning middle lane anyway. So alright, 2 pretty good games to start it off with. Let's go. We enjoy that. Okay. Not a bad opening hand. We take these. So we'll just play Nightcrawler left. Now, I don't know if you've seen all my other videos, but I honestly think Nightcrawler is one of the best pull 1 cards you can have. So good that I'm still running him here, pull 2, pull 3. So what I'm going to do here, because of this Gamma Lab, I am going to play... I'm going to move Nightcrawler over here and play that card there into middle. We want these Hulks. The Kazoo buff's not going to be great now. But it's better than nothing. So I'm actually just going to play Electra there. Keep the armor in case I don't draw anything because he has got the buff. Now, normally I wouldn't do this, but very rarely do you get Gamma Lab. And these Hulks are just going to be... It should just be that location winning at this stage. Because he can't play really anything there. And as you can tell, he's not even going for it. Okay, you got my armor from that morph. That's a bit unfortunate. But now we have a guaranteed 48 power in this location. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to play Kazoo into the left lane. He's played Fing. So, how much would here? Iceman, Ant-Man, armor. Or... Now, the reason for me doing this here, instead of pushing for the right lane and hard pushing his left lane, mainly, Ant-Man ongoing, extra power. That's one of the main reasons straight away why I'm doing that. And hopefully with the Kazoo buff, even if he plays things here, we should have enough. Otherwise, we just lose this game. And he has pushed for right lane for Blue Marvel, what shouldn't be enough. It's not going to be enough for him to win the left lane. And that's the game. And for funds, we're going to snap here. Since he snapped earlier, right at the start. Now, he has to play in the middle. I can't see him playing anything there unless he has a Shang-Chi or whatever it is to disrupt my Hulks. What he could also have, that. I did forget about that. And he's played 2 in the middle lane. Ironheart. Medusa, it's nowhere near enough. Well played, buddy. Good try. Alright. So yeah, no, it was correct to play everything into the left lane, not try and split the power. Give him that one lane to the right, and we have this lane to the left. Very unfortunate draws here for this game, so yeah. But we didn't get our Blue Marvel or our Onslaught. But even without that, we can still manage to draw enough power just to win games. What's very good. Now, with this deck, as you can see from pool 1, it was a very powerful deck for swarming the board and filling up locations. And it shows a similar purpose here in pool 2 for the pool 2 upgrades. Not much really changes for the deck. But it works. It does what it needs to do. And honestly, like, this deck is just, it's a fine deck. Bit of fun to play. Very good for climbing ladder. No issues at all. So, yeah, like, as you can tell, even with us getting very unlucky right now and like not drawing our piece properly at all, we can still manage to pull games out from what looks like unwinnable positions and stuff. So just as long as you can play with your head, play smart, you can win games with this deck. You can win games with pretty much any deck. But this deck especially, because of how much power you're exporting with Kazoo and the 1-drops or Blue Marvel and everything else, the bonus power and everything. So yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed and learned something today. And if you did enjoy, feel free to drop a like and even subscribe if you want to see more of my content. We'll be doing more Marvel Snap, and soon we'll be doing other content as well once I get more access and more variety of range to do stuff, or it'll be very, very shortly. So that'll be all for the video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely rest of your day.